Live, local, breaking news. This is WYFF News 4 at 6 in high definition.
Take a look. We've seen this before, haven't we? All that rain created a raging Reedy River in downtown Greenville. The view here from Liberty Bridge in Falls Park this morning.
And things are certainly a bit foggy on this Christmas Eve. Take a look at this live look from Anderson. Can't see very much out there right now, can you, Chris?
No, you really can't. And visibility now at 0 in downtown Greenville. It's getting a little bit better in Spartanburg and Anderson, up to 1 mile of visibility. But after 2 inches of rain fell across the upstate, we're left with foggy conditions. The front is still back toward eastern Tennessee. It's going to swing through and sweep all this wet weather out of our area in the next couple of hours. Until then, we'll still be dealing with spotty showers. And that's what Live Super Doppler 4 is. HD is picking up on now just north of Travelers Rest. You head up toward Taylors, Tigerville, back toward Greer, northern Spartanburg County, and the southern part of Henderson County seeing the heaviest of the showers right now. And this will be the theme heading throughout the rest of the evening. By midnight, we'll start to clear things back out. 52 degrees currently in Greenville. It's 54 in Asheville and 52 in Anderson. Throughout the next 8 hours, as Santa starts to move across the East Coast, we're going to be seeing temperatures cooling down. Latest model indicating 46 degrees by 1 a.m. and the skies will begin to clear. So as you're making your plans for this evening, heading out and about, pack the umbrella. Scattered rain changing to flurries for the mountains. More on your forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
Chris, thanks, and come on, Santa. Even with the fog, it was a smooth start this Christmas Eve for most of the upstate travelers flying out today.
AAA estimates about 5.7 million Americans will fly over Christmas. WYFF News 4's Myra Ruiz reports from GSP.
Out of the estimated 5.7 million flying in the U.S. over the Christmas holiday, surveys suggest most of them will stay with family.
We are very excited to go to Portland, Maine to visit his family for Christmas for his first trip on a plane. And he's very excited. Second time he will meet his grandparents in Maine.
'Tis the season for family reunions, including WYFF family at the airport. Mark Dover and his wife Sophia flew out. And remember this guy?
Heading up to upstate New York, go visit some nephews. They're like 2 and 5. Never seen them for Christmas because obviously working in the news, you're always working crazy hours and the holidays and everything.
The only craziness this year was finding a place to park at GSP.
The roads were easy. It's just amazing how full the parking lots are.
AAA says air travel is slightly up this year. An airport spokesperson says GSP numbers will likely show the same. It's a time that brings out the kid in many, or in one man's case, the bachelor. He dropped off his wife, who's flying to Maine.
And so she'll be gone for about a week, and she'll be back on the 30th, and I have to come back to pick her up. If I don't, I'll be in trouble.
Myra Ruiz, WYFF News 4.
And at least one departure was canceled out of GSP due to bad weather elsewhere that kept the plane from reaching the upstate.
A terrible mystery on this Christmas Eve. An upstate man and woman are in critical condition right now after being shot and then left on the side of Interstate 85. WYFF News 4's Mandy Gaither with our report tonight from Anderson County.
Near mile marker 16 on Interstate 85, a driver passing by called 911 after spotting 44-year-old James Jerry Dobson and 43-year-old Mary Marie Fowler lying on the shoulder. One shot in the head, the other in the neck.
We have investigators out working. We've contacted the family of these individuals and are working back to see who they might have been with last night.
Anderson County Sheriff John Skipper says Dobson made a statement at the scene, but investigators are unsure of exactly what was said because he was incoherent. At this point, investigators don't know what led up to the shooting or why the 2 victims were left on the interstate.
There was no car at the scene, so we're obviously looking to see if they were there, brought in someone else's car, and trying to run down all the cars they have access to in their family, and we're in the process of doing that now.
While there are no suspects at this time, the investigation continues. Deputies say both victims are in critical condition. Mandy Gaither, WYFF News 4 in Anderson County.
And tonight, deputies are also checking the cameras there along I-85 to see if they can catch any clues that way.
The family of Corey Simmons, who was killed in a DUI wreck in Anderson County, is trying to face this first Christmas without him. It is all still so hard for Deborah Simmons. Her son, 22-year-old Corey, was killed in early November when the car he was driving was allegedly hit head-on by 24-year-old Riley McDermott. McDermott is charged with 6 counts of DUI, 3 involving death. Corey's girlfriend, 20-year-old Jessica Roberts, and 17-year-old Amber Perkins were also killed. For Corey's mom, she admits she is having a hard time finding any joy this Christmas.
For his life to end in that way, it was unfair is not even the word. it's like he had so much life. He had so many dreams, so many plans. You still could see him walking into the door. You could still hear his laughter in the house.
Deborah Simmons says she is finding joy hearing more good news about 12-year-old Cheyenne Queen. She survived the wreck and continues to improve in the hospital.
A judge in Columbia says about 30 University of South Carolina students who are members of the Kappa Sigma fraternity will have to find someplace else to live, and they'll need to do that before the new semester starts on January 12th. The judge refused to allow the members to live in the fraternity house since the chapter has lost its charter. Kappa Sigma's national office withdrew the charter for 5 years after an investigation found hazing and alcohol and some drug violations as well. The USC chapter will appeal all that coming up in February.
If you still have Christmas shopping left to do, time is running out. Today we found last-minute shoppers at spots all over town. WYFF News 4's Ashley Swan spoke with people who braved the crowds and the cold, wet weather to find that perfect gift just in the nick of time.
Along Main Street in downtown Greenville,
Just going to get a cup of coffee.
we found a steady stream of people braving the cold drizzle Wednesday
Yeah, it seems a lot busier than I thought it would be.
to enjoy a cup of joe or grab a last-minute gift. Many with the extra spring in their step that often comes on this day before Christmas.
So I wanted to feel more like Christmas. So we want to get a cup of coffee, it's kind of chilly, so it kind of feels more in the Christmas spirit. That was why I wanted to come out.
And come they did to Haywood Mall
Shopping last minute.
for a final chance to grab a gift or see the big guy before Christmas Day.
We're happy to be here because Santa's here and we love shopping.
While parking spaces were characteristically hard to come by, there was plenty of Christmas spirit to go around.
It's surprisingly easier than we thought. It's not as tight and stressful. It feels exciting. Everybody seems happy. Yeah.
Happy, perhaps, because they know the last-minute rush is almost over.
Hanging out with family tonight. We got friends coming over. Yep, Christmas. Get to see Mimi tomorrow.
You guys are ready.
We're ready. Totally ready.
In Greenville, Ashley Swan, WYFF News 4.
Haywood Mall is now closed. It won't reopen until Friday, but some retailers, including Toys R Us, will stay open until 9 o'clock tonight.
And it's bound to be a Merry Christmas for a lot of animals at Greenville County Animal Care. The facility was open today. In fact, it still is. Noon until 7 the hours on this Christmas Eve for some last-minute adoptions. Even with the noise and the hubbub, workers here say an animal can be a great gift, provided folks understand the commitment and are mindful of the chaos Christmas can bring.
A lot of people, will say, well, don't so many people return animals after Christmas? And that's just simply not true. We don't have a higher return rate after the holidays. People are still making wise decisions.
Now, some people did donate to the facility, so about 30 of the dogs and a couple of dozen cats had their adoption fee waived today. The facility says it makes it easier for people adopting to afford the flea and heartworm medication and anything else the animal might need.
Well, there is no ice skating today in Spartanburg and Greenville. Hollywild Animal Park's Holiday Light Safari is closed too, all because of the weather, and that is a big blow to Hollywild. The Light Safari, Deer Forest, and Santa's Village make up the nonprofit's biggest fundraiser of the year. Other rainy days this year also caused the event to shut down, and the fundraising really suffered last year because of too many rainouts. So it really hurts to turn away visitors on Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve has been a very nice night for us. It is a time when people have had their family gatherings or before they have them, and they're looking for that step out of the hustle bustle type of experience, and they do that here.
The Light Safari runs through January 3rd, and you can make donations on Hollywild's Facebook page and website.